Okay, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create the neon light effect. So it always helps to have a good photograph when you're starting out. Go ahead and open up your photograph in Photoshop. And then what we want to do is we want to go over to the pen tool. So it's this tool right here. If you hover over it, it will say pen tool. And there's a bunch of different options. We just want to be on the top option. So now we're going to go up here to where it says path. And we want to click on that. We want this to be a shape. And then there's a couple options here. Let's just go through because this first one here, where it says fill, it might be set to a color, but we want to make sure that we are not filling it with any color. So go ahead and find the one that has the red line through it. That means that there's no color. And then for the stroke, you can just pick whatever color you want. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this option right here, which brings up my color picker. And I'm going to go ahead and get a select red and then click OK. Let me click over here. Then there's one other option here. You'll see this here says 15px. That's the width of our line. So you can either put in a number there or use the slider to slide it to 15. I don't think yours is set to 15 by default, but go ahead and put in your number and then press enter. So that's going to set everything. Now at this point, we're just going to use our pen tool and we're going to make a nice easy triangle. So we're going to start here and come over here, bring it down, and then bring it all the way over. And you'll see once I get that little circle at the bottom there, that means I'm completing my path. And there we go. Now I've got my shape. So I have my red triangle, but I also have this blue kind of line that's the pen tool. If I press enter right now, that'll go away. And I'm just going to go to my move tool so that I don't add another mark to my shape. At this point, we've got our triangle. Now we just need to do some effects to it. So over in our layers palette, we're going to go down here. We're going to click on FX. Now the first one we want to go to is the outer glow. So we're going to click on outer glow and we get a dialog box that pops up. And you'll see right away, you can look up here and see, oh, okay, we've got this glow that's going on here. So let's go over here. This first option here, you'll see the color is set to white. I want to click on that color and I want to pick a color that's really similar to my glow that I had going. So you'll see right now my glow is starting to have like a red effect. So I'm going to click OK. And then there's a few other settings within here that we want to go to. So for the opacity, we want to bring that up to about 50. And then we want to go down to the spread. And I'm just going to put in the numbers. I'm going to put in 6. And then for the size, you can adjust your slider. Let's see. I'm going to go quite a bit with this. You can just kind of use your judgment here. The numbers might look differently on yours. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to, I'll set it at 45. And then let me see what else we have to do here. Now we're going to change it over. We're going to go to the inner glow. So right here is my inner glow. I'm going to click on that and you'll see I have another color option. So I'm going to click here and again, I want to go get that red. So you'll see that we're getting that similar red. I'm not using the exact same one, but similar red color. And then for this one where it says blend modes, I want to click here and I want to set it to multiply. So that changes the way that it's blending. And let's see what other things. Okay, I think we're good on that one. I'm going to click OK. And now what I want to do is I want to change the parameters of my shape. So I'm going to right click right here on my mouse. And then I want to change this to, where is it? Convert to smart object. So we're going to convert this over to a smart object. And what I want to do is erase the part of that's over his head. I want to make it look like that's behind his head. So I'm going to add a layer mask. And then I'm going to go over to my brush tool. And I want to go into my brush settings. And I want to have I want to go about 50% with that hardness. So we've got a little bit of a soft edge. And I'm going to press enter here. So my foreground color is black. I'm on the mask. And I'm just going to brush this away. So I'm just brushing this away. The effect I want here is I want it to make it look like that part is behind him. Let's zoom in a little bit. And there's kind of a lot of glow going on. A little bit of overspray on his hair. The effect. I'm using the square bracket to make my brush smaller. I'm just going to go through here, clean up this edge, go over here, and I'm creating the effect that is behind his head. Let's zoom out. Okay, so great. I might need to do a little bit of cleaning up here, adjusting, but that is basically the effect that we're doing here. We have used the pen tool, we made a shape, we applied some effects to it, and I'm all set. So at this point, when you're done, you want to make sure you're turning in a JPEG and not a Photoshop file with multiple layers. So we're going to go Layer, Flatten Image, and then File, Save As. We want to make sure that this is a JPEG, not the JPEG 2000, but this JPEG right here. Go ahead and name it, save it in the right spot, and turn it in. All right, so I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Hopefully that tutorial helps you, and I'm excited to see what you guys turn in.